going to write up the rules for the contest we're launching to expose the naked body scanners that the London Guardian reports, according to British law, is child pornography. It's going in Europe, England, the United States, and Canada simultaneously from two major companies. Billions of dollars of these were ordered in the last year, set to go in this year. They have the underwear bomber clearly staged to fearmonger everyone to go, I guess we've got a naked body scan. The troops in Iraq in the prisons and at checkpoints wouldn't even body scan women. In fact, pull up the photo from yesterday for prisonplanet.tv viewers. The news shows you blurred out images. This is what's really being recorded. And the people have a right to know. Full genitalia, full breast, everything. And they're going to do this to your children, your wife, everyone. They're going in everywhere. We need lawsuits to be filed. We need injunctions to be filed. We need protests of the stock of these companies. Find out if your 401k has a mutual fund or something in it, or in your money market that owns these companies. We're going to be cataloging. I need people out there to catalog all this. I mean, we have limited staff, but we're going to launch that to boycott and protest that, to educate the public. Because if they can break our will with naked body scanners and let you be publicly humiliated and break your spirit, they can get away with anything. First, it's thumbprinting and face scanning to get driver's license. Then it's take your shoes off, your belt off, answer questions, not being able to have a blanket in your lap on a plane. If you're in the toilet more than 10 minutes, they land the plane, it's national news. All these acts of submission, all these acts of supplication, we're going to hit them hard. We have a listenership of millions of people. Hundreds of newspapers, I didn't even count it, 30, 40, 50 more. Japanese TV, British TV, Canadian TV, U.S. TV, national TV, local TV, hundreds of papers. The local papers in Austin, the papers south of me. Front page, the Obama Joker poster. We make the Obama Joker poster. We have a contest. What, folks won $5,000 for that? And they tried to intimidate people and said they couldn't do it. People resisted the intimidation. They posted them everywhere. And it took this image of this God Obama and showed him for what he really is, a criminal thug. We defiled their God, their big daddy figure. And it was also an exercise in showing the people the power of just pamphleteering. Just posting posters in your local area where other people post them, where it's legal and lawful or common law lawful. They can't selectively enforce and say, we've got some old county rule that you can't, but we let everybody else post up, but you can't. $5,000 starting now in 1 month for the best video. And I'd like it to be posted to YouTube because that's where over half the video views are going on. But you ought to doppelgang it and post it somewhere else as well. We're going to create the contest pages. $5,000 for that. $10,000 for the best naked protest. Now, follow your local laws, but all over the country, the courts have found for art or for protest, people are allowed to be nude. I suggest you wear Speedos or something. And obviously, attractive women, you want to fight the New World Order, this is a way to smash them. You're going to be recorded naked and kept by the government. They're going to then make your children do it. To save the children, we have to do this. Look at this beautiful, young, 20-something-year-old woman completely naked. Look at her breast. Look at her body. Look at her. That is what they're seeing. And I told you, Homeland Security is now saying, and the former head of British security, in fact, I forgot to print that article. It's on Prison Planet. I told people on Monday, came out yesterday, they're now proposing even more high-powered scanners that see into the body for hidden bombs under the skin. Because they could sew up a bomb under their skin and unsew it in the bathroom. I mean, we need to wear taser bracelets, they're now saying, or maybe Al-Qaeda will get us. See how it's just always more. We're going to Alan Watt for the balance of the 2-hour broadcast here in just a moment. We're now, again, 12 minutes into the third hour today, 4-hour transmission, Monday through Friday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central. $5,000 for the protest of the body scanners. Launching now. 1 month from now, the videos will all be posted. We'll post them as they come in, and you'll win $5,000. $10,000 for the best video shot. Can you imagine the level of views these are going to get? People will then learn, and you ought to incorporate the images of what the body scans show and then point out, we're doing this because this is what's really happening to you. And if we're going to have to bear it in here, we're going to bear it out there to show the public, to shock them. This is the kind of thing that'll make the government come after me, folks. This is really effective, peaceful stuff. This is what I'm really all about. We're taking a big risk doing this. I think you obviously know that. Because we're the tip of the spear. We come up with these ideas. We came up with the idea to have the states and the cities swear to the Bill of Rights. 800-plus cities, 5 states passed laws against the Patriot Act saying their police wouldn't comply with unconstitutional orders. That got picked up by everybody. That was very successful. I mean, how many things have we launched? The going to press conferences confronting politicians. We launched that. Code Pink, everybody else, We Are Change have implemented it. We Are Change for good, Code Pink, more often than not for good. My wife had this idea. Why? My wife, only for a year, worked for PETA, very pretty. And she went to Tokyo and a few other places and just took her top off, and it was the cover of hundreds of newspapers and magazines against killing whales. Okay? She painted herself up like a cheetah and everything. And went out there, flew to... She got arrested, too, in Japan, but they dropped the charges. Again, everywhere in the country, it's legal and lawful. In Austin, they've had a bunch of court cases where women at protest have been naked, and what was it, 15 years ago, more? They lost the court case, so now women, you'll be on the hike and bike trail and they walk by naked, as part of their feminism or whatever. The point is, this is, and we were on the Greenbelt the other day. I took Aaron and Rob for a 5-mile hike, little hike. This woman comes walking by with her top off. But, the point is, she wasn't very attractive, I'll tell you, but that's fine. I mean, the issue is that, but this can't wait. So we're going to have a big protest date where everybody does it. I say we can't wait long. We'll set that out in about 2 weeks from now, where everybody who wants to do it at the same date, federal courthouses where they're implementing this tyranny, off the property of airports, the side of the highway at the entrances. $10,000 for the best video. That'll be judged in a month. But I wouldn't wait. And again, obviously, the number of hits will be important. How effective it is, what you have to say needs to be 10 minutes long or shorter. All right, I'm going to go to Alan Watt. We're going to do that. I'm talking to lawyers and other experts looking at the U.S. Code. These are federal reservations. The airports have been illegally taken over by the feds. They're off their jurisdiction. They're now metastasizing out with the TSA teams at checkpoints all over the country, as we told you 7 years ago they would do, searching everyone from Dallas to New York, from Los Angeles to Miami, wanding everyone, troops on the streets. I've got more articles today. Here, we've got color scans of this up on Infowars.com, but here's the black and white color copy. Clear U.S. Army troops involved in house-to-house searches in Massachusetts. That's all going on. I mean, we're just being hit from every side. But these body scanners are the key with, these different psychological syndromes where people serve the abuser. The Stockholm Syndrome and others. We got to stand up and say, you know what? We're going to use you trying to humiliate us naked to make us submit to you with these strip searches, with these men looking at the women and children and men being scanned and laughing, all these photos of them smiling as the naked woman is in the scanner. This is a strip search. We've got to show the public that. Alan Watt, what do you think of my idea? My wife's idea.
It's it could go either way, actually. I was thinking of someone who did that over the last few years as a big art publicity stunt.
Yeah, they do it in major cities from New York to Madrid.
Yeah, and so in a sense, it becomes almost acceptable. And we're also living in a culture that's been promoting this, again, from certain quarters for certain purposes.
Well, Alan, I understand that the globalists at certain levels have been desensitizing, but this is using their own system against them.
Mm-hmm. I think people should all turn up fully clothed and just put the protest out there. That's how I want to stay. Personally, I don't want... What's going to get pushed here is the fact that they're going to have... No,
Alan, this is why I disagree with you, and I rarely do. They're making you take your clothes off in the scanner. We are saying, look at what you want us to do. I think it's going to be devastating to them. But
I'll tell you what I would do. I'll tell you what I would do personally. I would just take photographs of all the mass graves of World War II and the Soviet Union, of all the naked bodies, and have big placards of that. And
genius.
And saying, we're not going to end up like this. No, thank you.
Exactly. Being unclothed, taking your shoes off, then all your clothes. It's a supplication. It's like herding people in to be shot in pits, stripping them down naked. Oh man, that's another great thought right there. That'd be a good poster. Dead bodies with the image of the naked woman from the scanner saying, "We've seen this before. Don't airport scan." Go ahead.
Yeah, because that's where you have to get in as to where this is going. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's degradation. It's the dehumanization of the individual and the people in general, human beings in general. And it's not going to
training us we have no dignity, no privacy, all the big government making us do it.